Welcome back to Fix It with Feng Shui Q&A, where I answer your Feng Shui questions. So right now, it is back to school time for a lot of kids, or back to work after vacation. Here in Canada, we have a few more weeks left before we do that. But I wanted to touch base on how you can energetically support and reset your home to support your kids going to school and you going back to work, or going back to whatever project you have when your kids go to school. So even if you're watching this at a different time of year, it is relevant to supporting your energy for work and supporting the energy of your children for whatever endeavors they're on. So be sure to watch anyway. So I did a reel. So if you're not following me over on Instagram, definitely go check that out. There's reels on the regular with Feng Shui tips and tricks in them. But I did a reel of the 3 things that I would do to energetically support a child going back to school. And I got asked a bunch more questions. So I thought I would do a little longer form video for you here of exactly what I would do. So this applies to supporting kids going back to school and you going back into your work situation after summer holidays. And so the first place we're going to focus on is the bedroom, because the bedroom is the place for rest and renewal, and the bedroom energetically represents the individual as well. So we want to make sure that that energy is flowing. So the first thing that we always do is we need to declutter, we need to clean. So declutter anything you don't love or use. In kids' bedrooms especially, there can be an overabundance of toys or things or collections or who knows what. And so you want to declutter those things. Toys have very yang, busy energy, so we want to make sure that we're minimizing that sort of energy in our bedrooms. So store some of the favorite things, but not all of the things in there. With teenagers, there can be piles of things they collect. Like I have a couple teenagers at home here, and I'm always fascinated by what might be collecting on their desks or in the drawers. So going through all of the areas, the closet, the dresser, the nightstands, underneath the bed, wherever it is. So this is in your kids' bedroom and in your bedroom to clean and declutter. Get rid of anything you don't love or use, or anything that isn't really needed to be in the bedroom. This immediately increases energy flow in the bedroom, which is great for when you're going to bed for rest and renewal. Because what happens is we have an energy field, right? Just like everything has energy. We have an energy field that expands when we sleep. And so all of the things in our room are intermingling with our energy all night long. So we have a bunch of clutter, a bunch of extra things, a bunch of things piled up, a bunch of things on the floor, a bunch of things under the bed, a bunch of things that don't reside in a bedroom, a bunch of toys in a kid's room. Our energy all night long is intermingling with this, and it's actually more draining for us than it is helpful. So we're cleaning and decluttering. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a Bagua map. So Bagua map represents balanced energy in Feng Shui, and it's how we Feng Shui your home. So we lay the Bagua map on the main floor footprint of your home, but it also can be a Feng Shui cure. And so in this case, we print out a Bagua map and we put it between the mattress and the box ring, or underneath the mattress in whatever way you can, with the self-discovery area closest to the headboard of the bed, and it just helps balance the energy. So you want to do this in your children's room, in your bedroom, and all the bedrooms in your home to get that energy flowing. So if you need a free download, comment map. I have a free mini guidebook. It will tell you exactly what to do. I'll also put the link in the show notes too, so you can just go straight to it. But it'll tell you exactly what to do, how to place it, so you don't have to remember from this video, but you want to add a Bagua map. The other thing is in some kids' rooms, and maybe in your room, you might have a desk, and you actually want to put a Bagua map on your desk. There's one under my desk right here now. This is not in my room, but you want to do this in all the desks in your home too. Represents balanced energy, getting the energy flowing. So supports work, study, doing things, right? So you're going to add a Bagua map there as well. The next thing that we do in a bedroom to get the energy flowing after we've cleaned and decluttered and we've added a Bagua map is we want to hang a Feng Shui crystal. These are like the disco balls for energy. I'll put a link to crystals below that I like, but you want to hang a crystal in the middle of the room if you can, or off a light fixture in the room. If you head over to Instagram, Jalefia, you'll see in the reel an example of the crystal and how I've actually hung it within the light fixture in one of my girls' rooms. And then also, but you can hang it from the ceiling, you can hang it from the end of a fan, like wherever you can hang it in the center room. It just keeps the energy flowing in your room. I'd show you a crystal, but I don't have one in my desk, so we will have to click the link and go and see what I mean by those, okay? So you're hanging a Feng Shui crystal, adding the Bagua map, cleaning, decluttering, and then you're gonna add the color pink, because the pink is the love color in Feng Shui, and in this case, for your kids' rooms, it's about self-love. And for your bedroom, it's about self-love and romantic love. Fastest, easiest way to add the color pink is to put pink poster board between the mattress and the box spring. You can decorate with the color pink, go for it. If you love it, if your kid loves it, that's amazing. But if it's not a color that you would normally decorate with, you can hide the color in your room, and it still vibrates with the same energy. You can use a pink bed sheet as well in between the mattress and box spring. Be creative with whatever you choose, but you want at least 22 by 28 inches in size, which is poster board, in order to have enough color to vibrate with the energy. This amps up the self-love energy for your kids when they go back to school, because sometimes it can be tricky, right? And sometimes other kids aren't very nice. We want a kid being, feeling confident, feeling the most rested, and that's where we're feng shuiing in the bedroom, is because when we get the energy flowing there, we're supporting their personal energy. And even when you go to work, sometimes it can be rough, and so self-love is important in that case too. So wanting to add the color pink into your bedroom as well to keep the energy flowing. The other thing that I like to do in kids' rooms to support their energy is to add earth energy. So one of the easiest ways to do this is to get big round river rocks, smooth ones, and put them in the four corners of the room. This grounds the energy, helps with sleep, helps with feeling peaceful and calm and stable and all these wonderful things. Now, when my kids were littler, there was no way I was leaving 4 rocks out, because the rocks would never have stayed there. Your kid might be different, and the rocks will stay where you put them. So what I do is I would place them up in the corners of the closet and somewhere else in the room. The other way to add earth energy is to add a salt crystal lamp. It also helps with cleansing the air in the room, which is great. So that's all personal energy support. So you could add earth energy that way too. So you can be a little bit creative, but earth energy in a bedroom adds this solid, stable, peaceful energy that we all need when we're resting and recovering in our room, and as we're embarking on new things in our life. So those are the things that I would focus on in the bedroom to support the energy of your children as they go back to school, or you as you go back to your regular work routine, whatever that looks like, at home or out in a profession, in a job environment. And then the other thing that I would do to start off this new season is I would light a candle in the self-discovery area. So that area in your home is in the back third of your home, in the middle, when you're standing in your front door looking in. And what you want to do in that back third of your home in the middle is you're going to light the candle. I would personally do this for 9 days, because there's a lot of historic energy behind doing that. But you can just light it for 1 day if you'd like, with your intention of the new beginning unfolding well for yourself, for your child. This area of your home energetically supports anything new. And then I'd leave the candle stored in that area. If you don't have a candle, add something red to that area with your intention in mind of this new beginning, this new season of life that everyone is going into, that it goes energetically well, that they feel supported, that what they're wanting to create comes true, that they have the experience they want to have, and add the color red in the self-discovery area in your home with that intention in mind. If you want to do both, light the candle and add the color red, that'd be amazing, because it's an area of your home that supports personal growth and anything that you're embarking on that's new. So those are the things that I would do in my home to get the energetic support going for when my children go back to school, or when I'm embarking on something new with regards to whatever work I'm doing, whether it's my work as a mom, or my work in my office here, or if somebody else in our home is embarking on some new opportunity. So here is a way to do something for your children and for yourself that helps move your life forward. So if you have any questions, be sure to ask. Check out the links, get the free Bagua map download. That's a super simple feng shui cure to put in your space. As always, when you're adding feng shui cures, do so with the intention in mind of having a good experience in this new season of life. And always finish the process with some sort of feng shui blessing. If you want more feng shui in your life, get my Feng Shui in 1, 2, 3 guidebook. It tells you exactly how to feng shui the main floor of your home, so you know how to do all of these things to support whatever it is you need next energetically in your space, so you can create more of what you want in your life. Because remember, it all begins at home.